a couple of minutes talking about the Brother ScanNCut DX. This is a ScanNCut tool that I received in on consignment. It is here available in the shop. I only have one, but there were some questions about the machine and what does it do, what does it look like, what are its capabilities. And so first we're going to do a quick unboxing. We'll talk a little bit about its capabilities. We might even have the opportunity to plug it in during this session and see for ourselves what can this machine do. My understanding about the ScanNCut is that it is kind of a rival to the Silhouette and the Cricut cutting machine, only it has an additional feature of being able to scan in your personal images, meaning if there is an image of a person, like a picture or something that you've drawn that you then want to cut out on vinyl, or you want to cut it out on cardstock, your own drawing, your own design, you can scan it into this machine. It will read it and it will provide the ability to cut it. So it's really good if you are an artist who wants to design your own stickers and you don't want to fuss with software and you're not very good on a computer, but you have some designs that you want to go ahead and cut out. The Brother ScanNCut, from my understanding, would be a really good choice. Some of the features from, I'm going to look at the instructions in just a moment. We're going to talk about what's included in this particular box. But as I was researching a little bit about it, I thought it was kind of a cool tool to have where you can scan in your items. It also comes with images and fonts and everything already built into the machine. So you don't necessarily have to have Wi-Fi. You don't necessarily have to have access to a computer in order to use it. You can go ahead and use it right here on the machine. It's kind of like a plug and play. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this one and see what's included. And I'll answer any questions you guys might have while I'm doing the live. And then if you watch it later on, of course, you can go ahead and ask me questions and I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. But let's go ahead and open the box and let's see what's available in here. We have a cutting mat. Now this is similar to Cricut, where you have kind of like this standard sticky mat where you would put your vinyl and put your cardstock or whatever. So you have your sticky mat, and we have our getting started booklet. Let's see. We have a cord here, and some of the original manufacturing materials are included in here. Also, the product safety guide and all of that stuff is included with this particular box. And sometimes when I get things on consignment or get things in from other crafters, you don't always get all the extra materials, like all the warranty and all of that stuff. So it's good that we have this. Okay, I'm gonna stand. So you can see that it was really well cared for. I'm gonna flip it around. This machine was really well cared for. From my understanding, the owner only used it once or twice. She really didn't use it that often. Never had really an opportunity to use it. So this flips up. This opens up here. You have your scanner here. I think there's a cubby around here too, where your tools, yep, here it is, right in front. A couple of cubbies where you can keep your tools. You have a scraper tool here and like almost like a little stylus kind of pen kind of deal. Okay, so that's included. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in so we can take a look at the screen together. Okay, so is my power on? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have power. Let's see if I can get the camera a little bit closer for you guys so that you can really take a look at what this machine can do. And remember, I know it's reversed for you, but let's just kind of look through the menu here. So we'll click on our home. The carriage will move to the initial position. Keep your hands away. Okay. It's touch screen, which is really, really cool. I'm going to come down a little bit here. Your cutter is in here. Lift that up to take your cutting tool This is the actual tool with the blade on the inside. It's kind of similar to Cricut, and really easy installation. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm going to do that one more time. Really easy installation and removal. You take that, drop it in, drop that down. Really, really easy installation for the cutting blade. Then we have the screen up here, and I'm hoping you guys can see that. It's touchscreen, which is really, really nice. You don't have to worry about pushing buttons a million times. You can go through here. You can have your own collection of items. Let's go back to patterns. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of patterns already in here. Let's take a look at like cut patterns. You have some flowers and just all kinds of really great stuff that's already like built in to the machine. That's really kind of neat. Let's take a look at the fonts. Look at these fonts. You have some really nice ones in here already built in, and you can type out whatever you want to say. That's cool. Got some borders. You have some really neat designs of words that are already like kind of built in. If you don't know what you want to say specifically, sisters, to do. This is nice. You know, and this is nice for people who may not know how to do a design. Like you're not very good with Design Space and Cricut. And I do believe that Brother has their own version of Design Space out there where you can still make your own designs out there if you don't want to use these, and still connect to your ScanNCut and cut out that design. Let's take a look and see what else we have here. Oh, it's sending whatever design to the printer. Let's close that. Let's go back home because we didn't design. Maybe we should read the instructions. Let's do that. Let me grab the instruction booklet here. So this is the Let's Get Started booklet, and it's really has some really great ideas already built in there for you. This one's cute, like a Mother's Day kind of thing. You can cut vinyl, you can cut paper, and my understanding is that you can cut some really thick stuff, right? Thick cardstock. So we should have a power cord, which we saw, the spatula, the touch pin. Oh, so that's what this is. So instead of using your finger, you can use this as a stylus. Oh, look at that. That's cute. All right. You can do a direct cut, scan to cut, scan to USB. Yeah, this is cool. All of this stuff. Okay. Walks you through how to open it up, how to turn on your machine, taking off the cables and everything. Walks you through how to use it. So this booklet is really very, very complete. So having something where the designs are kind of already built in there, to me, is a plus. So if I had to compare it just right off the bat, the fact that I don't have to go online and I don't have to learn software in order to use this right off the jump, to me is a big plus, a big plus. I would lean more towards this tool because if I'm in a hurry, I don't have to go find my computer. I don't have to jump on the Wi-Fi. I can just select something quickly and print it. Or if I have something that I already have in mind that I hand drew, it gives me the ability to scan it in and cut it right away, as opposed to trying to figure out how to manipulate it in Design Space with Cricut and then send it to the Cricut printer that I have to plug in, and you know, there's a whole lot of rigmarole. And maybe I'm just a little bit biased because I haven't had very good luck with Cricut Design Space, and maybe I am a little biased, but there are some things, there's an appeal to me, in my opinion, to using a tool that doesn't require you to use software. That to me is a major game changer, to be honest with you. The scanning part of it is kind of neat, but I think that the game changer, or the biggest difference between this and the Cricut machine, is not having to use the software. That's not to say that you cannot use the software. The brother has Canvas. I think that's the name of their software that you can go online and use your designs and all of that good stuff. You can even upload your own designs from your own USB. So maybe you design something in in Canva, which is something that I do. I do a lot of my designs in Canva, and I don't want to fuss with, uploading it into another software just to, cut it out. I can then put it on a USB or plug it in using a USB connection and just send it directly to this machine and have it cut out that design. That is a time saver. If I've ever, that is a huge, huge plus. That's huge because when you design a lot, you find that you're using 2 and 3 pieces of software just to get your design cut out. And that is so time consuming. It just takes so much energy and so much time to do all of that. So I like that this Brother ScanNCut doesn't require you to have to use software. It feels more like a printer, where, typically with a general printer, you can just plug it in or it's on the Wi-Fi. And I believe this is Wi-Fi enabled also, where you can, it has Wi-Fi. When you put it on the Wi-Fi, I can just take it straight from my computer and send it here. I don't have to then go to Brother's software and upload my design and manipulate it there and then flip it and do all of this foolishness. I can just do my design and send it to this ScanNCut, which I really, really like. We've had it in the shop for about a month. There were some questions about it. There were 1 or 2 people who inquired about the ScanNCut tool, but I think people don't know enough about it in order to make a final decision. So I wanted to take a moment to kind of unbox it real quick, talk about its features, and really kind of compare it to something that most people are familiar with, which is the Cricut. So I'm really not the expert on Cricut, and that's because I'm just not a fan of the machine. I don't use it very often. I own 2 of them, and I don't use them very often. When I do, I have to say I get very, very frustrated. I have not used this machine yet. I mean, obviously it works. It's on, right? I have not cut anything with it to see whether or not I have trouble with the blades or anything like that. So I can't speak to that yet. I may go ahead and test it and show you what I come up with later on. But I think just right off Jump Street, knowing some of the challenges that I have run into using a Cricut Maker or Cricut, whatever, Cricut, and using Design Space, I think this Brother, there's something to this, definitely. But I think this would be a really great asset for anyone who travels, or because it's not heavy at all. Let me turn it off real quick. I'm going to show you guys. It's really compact. Let's see. Turn it off. Shutting down. It's really light. It's really compact. Just like that. It's really not heavy at all. It doesn't have a case that came with it, but I can imagine this fitting in a duffel bag really easily. Like, it's not, it doesn't take up a lot of space. I'm sitting here on the couch, and I can imagine just sitting here on the couch and just using it. It doesn't take up a lot of space, not super huge, not super heavy. And I'm sure there's accessories that you can buy online, for a carrying case and all of that stuff. But really, I'm impressed, to be honest with you. I'm impressed with the tools that it comes with. I'm impressed with the ability to just turn it on right out the box and be able to use it immediately without anything else. Like, you could literally take it out of the box and use it today without having any software or learning anything else. That is a really, really great asset, in my opinion, where you know, it's basically plug and play. So, yeah, this one's really cool, guys.